Wanted to let you guys know that we're having another coffee drop on October 17th at 3 p.m. Eastern Time.
We're gonna have our new dark roasts available in the woods as well as our other blends. So if you want some, Tuesday, October 17th at 3 p.m.
Last time it sold out fast, so that's why we keep rotating the time. So if you guys want to get some, 3 p.m. Eastern Time. The dark roast we've been working on for quite a while. This is a Peru single origin. It's delicious.
We've had a lot of people asking for dark roast, so here's your chance.
Enjoy. Good morning.
Good morning.
I know I said I was going to come out here when it was raining and check out, see how the water was flowing off the slab, but I had come down with something and I spent 2 days sitting on the couch, and I never do that.
Never.
Never. I am feeling so much better. I still don't feel great, but I feel better. And it rained. We got, I don't know, at least an inch of rain. We got a little puddle there, a little puddle there, a long puddle there, but it's not deep, and then another one there. Not anything deep, which is good. So I am happy with that. Once we have a roof on this, these little puddles aren't gonna matter anyway. So yeah, I'm excited with how it came out. It looks like, just walking around the edges, that all of the water flowed off and we don't have any like washouts or anything. So that is exciting. Let's check the backside. All that seems good. I like it.
What are you doing down here?
You gonna be the new workshop cat?
I just said you don't come down here. Come on.
We never see you this far from the house, mister.
I haven't figured out somebody else taking your territory, huh?
So we're gonna be getting the workshop insulated. We need to prep and get ready for that. So up where the soffit area is, we gotta fill that. I'm gonna use some rock wool for that, but also any area there is daylight. Let me go up above and I'll show you. So if we have any joints that you can see out, I wanna tape those, and then I wanna fill this with rock wool. And then over here, this needs to get kind of covered with tape, so that way we don't gotta worry about spray foam getting up there. And then things like this, I gotta get filled with rock wool insulation so the foam doesn't get blown out. You wanna toss me the tape measure?
I'm not gonna be very good at tossing.
You're halfway up, you might as well come the rest of the way.
It's the getting down part. I don't know.
Oh. So last night we saw a big bull moose up by the house. I'll put that footage right here. It was pretty crazy how close he was to the house, so that's how it's kind of always exciting. Pretty sure it is the rut right now for him. Not my favorite job, but it's got to get done. The better we can get this prepped, the better it'll insulate, and the less we have to worry about foam squishing out the gaps. That's one of the big things. We want to make sure that we don't get foam squishing out any of the gaps from the steel or from the soffit areas. So I'm going to see how this works. I like rock swill, but I don't at the same time. All right, let's see if we can pressure fit this in there. Now we are gonna have to cut it back. Bummer. I wanna fill any little cracks or crevices with tapes. Like right here we have where the J channel meets the plywood. Just wanna tape that. Remind me, I want to ratchet strap these all back together later. Because then that way I can still move it around with the pallet jack.
I want to work in the sun.
You want to work in the sun? Mm-hmm. What? It's heavier than you would think that it would be. What, Joe? Look at all the flies.
Ew, that's disgusting.
Look at all those flies.
It's from all the heat we probably had.
Gross.
That's so gross.
That's so weird too, though.
That's gross. You
Yeah,
can
Ray,
do
watch
this
out.
job.
Maybe I can kill them.
Ew, you should just fling them outside.
Well, we'll squash them.
I'll get the broom after you do that. Figaro does not like the loud noise. Ugh! Get outside.
Yeah, look at them all squashed.
That is so
on the
gross.
container.
You killed like
Thousands.
hundreds.
How dare you?
Ew.
Look at them all.
That is so gross.
Yep. You fly killer. All right, and then I'm gonna continue taping while Gina cuts a bunch. And then all of our cut off pieces of Rox wool, we're gonna use that to stuff any holes, even down low, because mice don't like to chew through Rox wool insulation. Perfect. Perfect. Yeah, they fit in so nicely. Yep. All right, I want to fill in all my little cracks and crevices. All right, so what I'm doing is taping up anywhere I can see daylight with packing tape. I'm using packing tape because it's sticky and it's cheap, and we just don't want the insulation going through any of those cracks. And once the insulation's done, it'll seal it up perfect, so we don't got to worry about it. And then also up here, I don't know how well you can see it, I am putting tape on any joints that are just short, so that way the insulation can't get through it. So, yeah. It's coming along good. It's a little slow process. Prep work always takes a long time, but it's gonna be so nice once it's all done, sealed up, and be even better to get this all insulated before winter really hits. It's gonna be awesome to have a warm workshop to work in this winter. Good little pressure fit, I like it. Perfect. I'm gonna throw you down a piece. If you'll cut me this one at 20.5. Thank you. Actually, you can leave all the other ones down there. I just need the small one. Then that's all I can do. I gotta do the rest from the ladder. This is the last one I can do up this high. Thank you. All right. That's perfect. All right, this works out. I can do 2 at a time from one ladder setup. You like that concrete pad, mister? You approve?
All right, I have 5 more that I need to do, and then 2 more, I think, because he'll give me different measurements. But I put those ones over to the side because I want to know when I'm done, because this is not a hard job, but it's not fun because having the mask on my face and just, you know, there's a lot of them, and it's fine, but just be excited when I get done. Just like anything, if you have a bunch to do, just knowing when you're almost done, it makes it a lot more enjoyable. That's what I think anyway.
Then you need a snack. What?
I thought I was done with my part, but then I counted and I only have 8 and I need 12, so I need to do it 2 more times. Well, 2 more battens, so 4 more times, and I'll be done until the last measurement. So by the time I get those cut, he should have my last measurement, so I'll just cut that for both sides, and hopefully that works.
All right, last measurement for this side will be 20 and a quarter. 20 and a quarter. All right, last piece on this side.
I'm really glad that we had this cardboard, and then Al suggested that I cut on it because I tore it up pretty good, and we won't want that hitting the floor, even though it shouldn't cut through it. Why not just use the cardboard? We have it. And I use this crease right here to use it as a measurement, and then Al had the idea of making a mark, so I know exactly measurement I needed. I just put the insulation right against it and used that for measurement, and then I had another mark for my 10-inch mark. So I just used that and it worked really, really good. I didn't have to keep using the tape measure until the ones that were a little bit a different size. So that was really good and it made the job go a lot faster. I had my 20-inch mark, my 10-inch mark, and then I used this crease right here for my cutting spot.
Well, we're more than halfway done. We have this whole side all the way done. That back wall's almost all the way done. I gotta get a ladder to get the high stuff, and then all over there up to the mezzanine is done. So we just have, I think there's like 13 more bays. I got to tape and fill with the Roxwool insulation. Gina has it all cut. And then we got to come over here and we want to fill in all of these with a little bit of Roxwool, and that'll do two things. That'll keep it from the insulation blowing out those little cracks, and it'll keep it from mice wanting to chew through. They shouldn't want to chew through the insulation we're going to be using, but they really do not like to chew through the Roxwool because the Roxwool is very fibrous and it's got like just itchy, nasty stuff in there that rodents do not like.
You're gonna give me a new job now?
Yep. Makes me think of cotton candy.
Well, don't eat it.
All right.
I think if I had to cut any more of the insulation, that I would have a bump, like a writer's bump on my finger right here. I have an old one from back in the day when I used to write a lot. I don't know, do people still get writer's bump? We use the computers more and you don't write as much. So I don't even know if people get those anymore. Let me know. Look what I spy with my little eye. Figaro. A little wheelie part would work good in here.
What's that?
A little, the wheelie.
Oh, wheelie seat?
Yeah.
I'll have to get one sometime.
Figaro, no. You can't be in here.
There we go. Last piece of Roxwool going in. Perfect. You comfy, mister? Trying to train the pigs to the trailer. They seem to be doing pretty good. I'm putting some food in there, some eggs. These have been some of the fussiest pigs, food-wise. They only want eggs, chicken carcasses, and grain. They won't eat any of our other food scraps. I've never had pigs that way before, but they sure do like their grain, so they're growing good, just not on our leftovers from the garden or from our dinner plate either. The chickens have been enjoying those this year. I just walked in here this morning and I went, oh yeah, someday we'll have light switches, but we don't right now. It'll be nice once we have lights all throughout the shop. But it's just kind of funny. I know there's no power in here, but you just kind of walk through a door and you go, just expecting there to be a switch there. So I just kind of chuckled. I thought that was funny. Soon, hopefully soon, we'll be able to start wiring up the shop and having lights everywhere. So we got all of the soffits insulated with Roxwool. Gina went around and did all of the edges with Roxwool, so that way we don't have to worry about critters trying to chew through. I need to get up and start taping off the gable ends. That end I probably got halfway done-ish. This end, I got maybe a third done. I was able to probably go over a few feet with the ladder over here. So now, let me get the ladder set up and I will start on one side and just work my way up and down, get that all taped off. So if I don't tape it off, all of the insulation will go out and that won't look good. So prep work usually takes a lot of the time, and that's one of those things like, oh, you really don't see anything from it. Whatever kind of project you're doing, the prep work takes forever. But if you take your time and do the prep work right, it really pays for itself in the long run. When I worked in the body shop, it takes a lot of time to prep a car for paint, like a long time to prep a car for paint. And then you go to paint the car, and like painting the car takes no time. It was all the prep work and then unmasking it. So it's just kind of funny how that always works out. All of those daylight spots is where I want to make sure I have a good tape cover, so that way it's going to be harder for all the insulation to get out of those areas. There's a joint right there, so we got to tape that up. All right, I want to go up here and investigate and see what the best thing to do is. If I want to tape, or maybe do I want to stuff with Rox wool? I think I want to tape, because taping it will join it together. Or maybe I'll do both, Rox wool and tape. Just going around taping this joint and then putting some Rox wool in the crack so the insulation doesn't get behind it and push out. And then any areas like that that's a big gaping hole, I'm trying to fill also. So we're just going to continue working that way. All right, I got to move those solar panels so I can get over on that side further. All right, so I think if we just back these panels up, then I can push those ones forward more and get them out of the way. There we go. All right, that should give us enough room right there. I also made to make sure we had good detail coverage and everything was tight on top of the door. And then I have this cavity between these two 2x6s open. So I stuffed Rox wool down in between. So this way, when we go and fill that all with insulation, it doesn't get stuck to the top of the door. So if we have to change this door out, it's not stuck in there. We have Rox wool right there. So it's insulated, but it won't be stuck. It'll make sense when we start insulating the whole shop. All right, we got this gable end wall all sealed up the best we can anyways. So we are ready for insulation with this part. I was just thinking I gotta drill out above the garage doors, those headers that we made. Those gotta get drilled out so those can get filled up with insulation. I know it kind of makes it look like I'm making Swiss cheese and not doing anything good for this building, but once this is all done, this will make the building that much stronger and more structurally sound, believe it or not. So we kind of got to tear it apart to make it stronger. I know, it's odd, but trust me. Well, this will make some good fire starting material. Quite a bit of it too. And here I was thinking that that box was gonna be way too big.